The Cincinnati Metropolitan Housing Authority provides affordable housing for folks in need.
But some residents in Lincoln Heights say the agency is not fulfilling its responsibilities to the public. They are being forced to move because of necessary renovations, but tenants say CMHA left them in the dark about the details.
All right, for instance, where this temporary relocation will take them. As reporter Monique John shows us, this leaves the tenants stressed and unsure about their future.
What letter is that?
25-year-old Talia Green is one of the residents in the 74-unit complex that the Cincinnati Metropolitan Housing Authority owns. Like so many of her frustrated neighbors, Green has been waiting for months to find out when and where her family will have to move while renovations are being done at their current home, Mariana Terrace.
It's very vague right now. I feel very, it feels unorganized to me. I feel like I'm misinformed or just completely not informed at all.
Green represents a slew of tenants whose lives are being upended as they plan to transition temporarily to another, as of yet unknown property. This busy nursing student and mother of two says she's concerned they might have to move to a place that is poorly maintained and in a troubled area. But her biggest anxiety? Having to move while caring for her newborn child. Green's third child is due in October.
If it's a place that I don't feel comfortable in, then I'd like to be able to have adequate time to make my own, my own situation and maybe just completely opt out from where they choose to send me, especially with a newborn baby.
Angel Smith, 42, is a widow, mother of 4 children, and she's blind. She says that having to move is already difficult for her and her family because of her fixed income. Smith shares Green's frustration with CMHA for not giving them adequate and consistent information about the big change ahead.
I'm not knowing anything about when we're supposed to move, if we're still moving, what location we're moving to. I have none of this information and it's stressful.
The renovations at Mariana Terrace are a project being led by CMHA to make improvements and resolve backlog maintenance issues. It's part of the Rental Assistance Demonstration, or RAD program. First announced in 2017, CMHA says it's leveraging RAD to upgrade a host of things like appliances, porches, lighting, plumbing, and recreational spaces. It's unclear when or for how long these renovations will be made.
The residents, they deserve better.
Leaders in the Lincoln Heights community say they're optimistic about the changes to come, but that the housing authority is failing to properly service its tenants.
I do hold them to a higher standard, and they have not met that standard.
CMHA issued this email statement. Cincinnati Metropolitan Housing Authority has provided open communication with residents about the process for the past 4 years. Just recently, the CEO provided an update to the Lincoln Heights City Council, and there was no negative feedback. The Housing Authority has hosted 8 meetings with residents since 2018 to address the renovations and moving plans. In addition to leaving notices in front doors and making site visits, CMHA says its next meeting for residents is scheduled for Monday, August 9th. Despite this, residents tell us CMHA's efforts have been insufficient, calling for them to become more accessible and aware of residents' individual circumstances.
We need to be treated like any other residents at any other housing place, whether it be income-based or not.
Reporting with Lucy May in Lincoln Heights, I'm Monique John.